ground, the ground, the ground. We hear it from all the panelists, we hear it from all of the commentators. The ground impacts horse performance, but nobody has taken time to explain to us why. Recently I met up with Hugo Palmer, and Hugo Palmer gives a great explanation here in terms of a horse's action.
Some of them pick their feet up quite high, and some of them hardly pick them up at all and just flick them along the top of the ground like that, and others would move like that. As you know, the difference even a day can make in Britain and Ireland and France in weather. If you do that, you're hitting the ground quite hard. If you hit hard ground quite hard, it's not very comfortable. If you do that and you weigh 500 kilograms, every time you hit the ground you sink into it, and because you're not picking it out, you can't get your feet up out of the ground and you struggle. The very best horses, like Frankel, went on all ground. One on bottomless ground at Ascot, and one on lightning quick ground at Ascot, and one on everything in between. But most horses have a preference, or they have a frame within which they can operate, where ground can be too soft for them or too fast for them, or whatever. And of course it's a sliding scale. There's not just one ground that a horse can go on. But that's largely what it comes down to. And because there's so much racing now, and the prize money, while people are working very hard to make things a great deal better, the prize money is not what it was 50 or 100 years ago compared to the cost of having a horse in training. The opportunities to run the horse are so much more, and so trainers and owners of horses are much more careful to try and make sure that you're taking the right opportunity and not running on Saturday on bottomless ground at Newbury, for argument's sake, when you think you could run the following Wednesday on ground that would suit much better at Newmarket, for example.
That was an excellent explanation from Hugo to us, the racing fan, to help us to understand a little bit more when we're race watching. The notes are contained, the PDF is contained, there are hundreds more videos within the racing section on the site. What I would suggest is that you upgrade and subscribe now.